Hello, Scorpio. It is time for your May 2025 reading. We'll start off as usual with an oracle card to see what your primary energy or theme is for the month. And you have knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Gather all the information you think you need. Don't let somebody try to tell you know enough to make the decision. There's some little piece of information, some little nugget that may be only pertinent to you that you need in order to feel comfortable when making a decision here. You don't have the piece of information that you need, and it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. This is your intuition, your instincts pulling at you that there is some little piece, there's this one little thing. It's not that is missing from the puzzle. The one thing that can tie everything else together. And you're not going to feel comfortable making a decision or acting on something until you have the full picture, until you know what that little nugget is. So there's something that keeps maybe teasing you at the edge of your mind that you keep forgetting, or that you know somehow these things connect. And you will find it. Do not, again, be persistent. Let them know, I know this does not make sense to you. You may have to talk quite a bit here to get them to understand that it isn't necessarily all in one place. Do they have an older version of a contract that you can compare to the new version because you know there's something different and you just want to know what it is before you're satisfied and sign the new contract? It's that type of vibe. So keep that in mind. Reading the fine print and things like that might help too. Just feels like something was switched up a little bit, just a little, and it may be a key for you. All right, let's see what your tarot cards have. We have the Ace of Cups, the Devil, the Knight of Pentacles. I got the Devils in the details for that. The Three of Wands and the King of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. I don't know what I said there, but that's what that one is. Making your moves. I like that card for that card. Before you make your next move, you want to know that you understand things thoroughly. This is going to be the key to your next move. And then, again, the Devil's in the details. That really stood out for this. Yes, it seems like an obvious thing, but that does not always happen with this card. The Devil, this can be about temptation, self-sabotage, or failing, being tempted to just say, okay, fine, and just signing it, and which means you may miss out on something that's important to you, that you may want to get clarified or initialized or make a little change to so that it suits your specific situation. Don't let somebody kind of gaslight you in that way. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Avoid the temptation to just go along. And then with the Ace of Cups here, this is something that for you is going to have an emotional impact. Something that it could change your life enough to where it feels like it's a new beginning, a new avenue for you, especially navigating emotional or intuitive waters. That's why you need this clarity here, so that you're confident going into this new situation with what it is you're getting into, at least from a knowledge perspective. The emotional impact of this is going to be new to you, but you're not necessarily unfamiliar with the contracts and the details here. So there's a key piece that you know is missing. Again, they're stressing this a lot. Go for it. Go get it. Go figure it out before you sign the papers and before you make your next move. And we have the Three of Wands here. Once you get everything laid out and in a row, then your path will be charted out. You'll know where you're going. You'll know what to expect. It will be very clear for you, and there'll be a sense of anticipation of having everything fall into place as planned, as agreed to. There'll be a sense of ease with that, and there'll be hopeful anticipation here. And then we have the King of Swords. This feels like somebody else who may be advisor, possibly when it comes to planning in some way. King of Swords, male, masculine energy, definitely leadership type position. This could even have to do with finances in some way, or taxes for some reason. Usually that I would expect that with these pentacles, but this feels like, estate planning. This might have to do with estate planning in some way. or at a minimum, planning for your financial future, like investments or something like that. Planning is the biggest piece of this. So, somebody who has that masculine energy is very, very well known at what they do or has a very solid reputation. They're not going to care about the emotions attached to anything here. They just want the facts, the figures. Where's all the paper? What is your next plan? Give me a step by step. Here's plan A, here's plan C, X, X, Y, Z. That kind of a thing. They're very focused on what they do, which for you may feel very grounding and reassuring once you get to the end stage of this here. But things are in motion, things are happening. You just know there's a piece that's unclear, and it is on you to figure it out, in spite of what anybody else might want you to do or push you to do. Get the clarity. And that, Scorpio, is what I have for you for your May 2025 reading. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.